Welcome back to episode 2 of this business English series, Mastering Meetings and Presentations. I'm Frankie Mesmer, and today we're going to focus on how you can start your presentation or meeting with confidence so that you make a great first impression. In episode 1, we talked about 10 expressions for preparing and rehearsing for presentations. If you missed it, make sure you check it out here. And today, in episode 2, we're going to look at 10 expressions for starting your presentation. First up, we have, let's kick things off with. This is a more casual or friendly way to begin your meeting. For example, let's kick things off with looking at last week's reports. Expression number 2, to get the ball rolling. This is a great phrase to say you're ready to take the initiative and get started. For example, to get the ball rolling, I'd like to discuss the main goals of today's meeting. Expression number 3, let's jump right into. This expression means you're not wasting anybody's time and you're ready to get started immediately. For example, let's jump right into this quarter's budget review. Expression number 4, I'd like to start off by. This phrase has a more formal tone, and it's a great way to begin your presentation more professionally. For example, I'd like to start off by reviewing the key deliverables for the upcoming project. Expression number 5, let's get the show on the road. This one is a little bit more informal and is used in a context that perhaps people are talking and doing other things and you're trying to get their attention to get started. For example, let's get the show on the road and start our group discussion. Expression number 6, let's dive straight into. This phrase means we're going to get started right away and be focused. For example, let's dive straight into the new marketing strategy. Expression number 7, let's get down to business. This one is very common when we want to say, let's stop doing and wasting all this time and start focusing on what we really need to talk about. For example, now that we've finished introductions, let's get down to business and discuss the financial projections. Expression number 8, without further ado, let's get started. This expression is used to say, let's not worry about all these other things and focus on talking about business. For example, without further ado, let's get started. Today we're going to look at the main goals for the next 3 months. Expression number 9, let's go ahead and get started. This is probably one of the most classic and straightforward ways to start your presentation. For example, let's go ahead and get started with the team updates. And finally, expression number 10, first things first. This is a great way to start your conversation focusing on what's most important. For example, first things first, let's look at the objectives for our meeting today. And that wraps up 10 expressions that you can use for starting your meetings and presentations with confidence. Remember, the way that you start your presentation or meeting sets the tone for the whole experience. So be sure to review this video and practice using these expressions. You can also access a free resource in the comments to help you practice and remember these expressions. If you missed the first episode where we learned expressions for preparing and rehearsing for presentations, be sure to check that out. And stay tuned for episode 3 where we look at expressions that you can use for introducing the meeting's agenda. See you next time.